Hello, I'm JT, a lifelong student of the paranormal and the unexplained. I've spent over 35 years researching and learning about a wide range of subjects, from UFOs and cryptids to ghosts and the supernatural, from hidden and lost treasures to mankind's mysterious past, and all other things mysterious and Fortean. Each week I'll bring you some relevant and interesting articles in this genre, as well as a different topic. Some you may be familiar with, but many you most likely will never have known existed. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, and let me be your tour guide as we explore the unexplained on the Paranormal Sun.
A That's Not Canon Productions podcast.
Hello, I'm Dane.
I'm Luke.
And this is What's New Barkeep. Have you ever wondered what was in a Long Island iced tea, a buttered toffee, or a cosmopolitan?
Or, better question, how does it taste?
In this podcast, we answer those questions you were afraid to ask your barkeep. We plunge headfirst into the recipes, discovering the ones that are good, bad, or never again. Along the way, we also talk about things you would talk to your friends about in the bar, whether it's video games, D&D, anime, movies, and TV.
Who knows, you might even catch us on trivia night.
Be sure to catch us every Friday at noon to plan for your happy hour.
So let us find out if the poison you picked is actually poison.
Be sure to drink responsibly.
And have a good one.
You like
Hi,
stretching?
Nick. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Hey, Maddie.
How's it going?
I am good. How are you?
I'm also
Miss
good.
Stretchy Stretch.
I know, it's my neck. I think it's just this angle here looking down at the computer. I don't know.
That would make sense. Is
yeah.
your hair looks really pretty today.
Oh, thank you. It's pretty floofy. I curled it yesterday.
Just for fun?
Just the Afro photo shoot here.
That's right. I've been meaning to tell you. Your lightsaber photo shoot.
Oh, yes.
Very, very cool.
Thank you very much. That's the one I did yesterday.
Did you take the photos yourself?
I did. Well, I just set it on my phone on a timer, yeah.
Your phone?
Yeah. The front camera too, not even the back camera.
Oh my god, it was like really high quality.
Yeah, I did do a little bit of editing afterwards to get rid of like the noise in the photos, but yeah.
Well, it looks dope. I
Thanks,
legit
baby.
thought that it was like on the fancy cameras.
Sweet. That's what we like
Can't
to hear.
believe you are a professional photographer now.
Me either.
Love that. Cute. I mean, lockdown's kind of ended for us, right?
Well, I mean, technically it has. We've still got restrictions and stuff, but they're not really any more intense than they have been before.
This is true. Okay.
Yeah. It's still just like masks, which we were already doing. And like, there's a few less people I think that can be in a room, but who wants multiple people in a room anyway?
Exactly. If there's 100 people in a room and 99 don't believe in you, but just one of them does. then Lady
Unsure
Gaga.
how that's related, but you're right. Anyway, what
Did you
you
not
doing?
did you not understand that reference at all?
No.
This is really unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to not be your friend anymore.
You say that a lot.
I do. You're still my friend.
Why? What's it from?
Lady Gaga when she was doing press for A Star Is Born.
Oh, right.
Every single interview she did, she just used the exact same anecdote,
That's
and
iconic.
people were like dragging her for it and like putting together compilations of her just saying, if there's 100 people in a room and 99 don't believe in you, but just one of them does, that's enough. And
I
it's
feel like I might have seen a video only like 2 or 3 days ago with her saying that.
it's so fucking funny.
I mean, how iconic of her to be like, I hate interviews, so I'm just going to say the same thing over and over.
Literally. And it was like the most deep thing because it was meant to be like the dramatic A Star Is Born movie and stuff.
Love that.
Loved it.
Love that.
Did you see the trailer for House of Gucci?
No, I didn't. Even though I would theoretically be all over that.
It's literally just the trailer and it's already so quotable.
Is it? Iconic.
And the accents
mean-
are like batshit.
Oh, okay. I did see like a little clip, I think, of them like next to each other, like the real interviews or what they're actually after, and then the scenes from the trailer, and it was pretty funny when I heard Lady Gaga's
honestly,
accent.
Lady Gaga's accent was like actually very close to what's her name?
I don't know who it's about.
Patrizia, I can't say her name. Patrizia, whatever her name is, Gucci. The accent's actually pretty close. It's like actually good. It's just that the accent itself is so ridiculous in the first place that it's like.
That's
iconic.
fair. That's fair.
Anyway, the elephant in the room this week. We haven't even done that. Also, welcome to What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
Oh yeah. Hi. Welcome.
We're only like
we just dive
5 minutes
right
in. Exactly. We just dive right in. Yeah, the elephant in the room this week is that I said let's record at 3.
Yes.
And then I said let's record at 3:10.
Yes.
And then I didn't actually start recording until 3:15. And then I had to go finish making my bubble tea.
That's true. That all of that did happen, and it's now 3:38.
Okay, well, you didn't have to call us out quite like that, but okay.
Obviously, I did. Also,
I mean, we talked. Yeah. Also, what?
Well, I guess we kind of talked.
I feel really attacked right now. Also, what? Just finish what you were saying.
No, I got security cameras installed here.
Wig.
The office, yeah. And so they're like, it's on an app and I can get a live feed of the front and the courtyard. And it also like records for 10 seconds when it spots motion. Yeah.
Yep, we have the same ones.
And I get a notification on my phone every time like someone just fucking walks past, and the notification is front door, someone has been spotted. I just got one just then. That's why I was reminded, and I assume it's because the person is getting into their car. She always does it this time, I've come to learn. From these notifications, I'm like aware. Literally,
it's when it's like 3 a.m. and you get a notification that there's like an animal outside.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, it's literally the devil. It is a demon. And I am about to die, and then I find out over Arlo.
I feel very accurate that's yes, exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
And like the suspense of like watching the 10-second clip of like darkness trying to spot where the movement is. Truly, I've never seen a horror movie that's made me feel suspense quite like that. I'm like, there's literally something's going to jump out of the bush. It never does. So it's just one of the like 30 cats in this neighborhood that don't fucking leave.
That's so funny. I see. I have a light on all night, so there's definitely no suspense.
Jump scares?
But
I'm
not
really
trying to spot anything.
I feel really attacked right am I?
That's so funny.
Anyway,
yeah.
This is just I guess we're doing a culture catch up this week.
Yeah.
Shall we?
We shall.
We shall. Wow, Wig. Did you have anything that you noted over the past few weeks that you really want to talk about? I have plenty, as always, but like
I don't think so. I haven't really been aware of much that's going on. I'm not gonna lie.
This is fair.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. I don't think anything's really happening.
I mean, low-key, the world's like shutting back down because of Delta, but
I did feel like I vaguely have a peripheral awareness of this today. Someone's like, oh, well, we can't travel overseas anyway because everyone else is going into lockdown. And I was like, I don't think that's true because they all don't care or they've all been vaccinated.
Yeah.
So it is true.
Yeah. I mean,
wild.
England's obviously never going to shut down again because they hate, humanity. But a lot of America is shutting back down. Like Los Angeles has gone back to mandatory masks, and they're thinking about lockdowns and.
Huh.
Yeah.
Whack.
So that's no fun. But like, as far as variants can go, I think it's kind of fun that it's named the Delta variant. It sounds kind of nice, right?
I guess. It honestly just makes me think of Africa.
Why?
Because of the Delta. I don't know. There's like a delta, the Nile Delta or something, isn't there?
I don't know.
I think like a delta is like a specific, it's like a marshy type of watery, flat plain situation. I think I could just be making that up, and I always just immediately associate them with Africa. I don't know why.
Okay, well, drag name, Delta Marsh. Marsha Delta. Marsha Delta. Marsha. The second Brady Bunch reference in like 2 weeks. Wow, I live for this.
Okay.
Very much my niche.
It's true, it is. I did read last night a news article that apparently the Moderna vaccine is about to be approved here in Australia.
Yeah.
But they're going to basically just do boosters for people who are already vaccinated for all of the Greek letter strains.
Yes. Epsilon.
Yeah. I think, isn't there like a gamma and a beta or something as well? I don't know.
Alpha. Oh, that's going to be hot. It can be like dumb and salt, like alpha and beta. Wow.
No,
I know you're into that.
Totally.
This is a call out post.
A call out pod.
Call out pod. Maybe we should rename our pod to Call Out Pod. That's kind of iconic.
I'm not opposed to that.
I'm sure it's
should
taken.
That be our spin-off? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we'll do a spin-off where we just like attack people.
That basically is this. You're right.
That is, except with this one, we like attack each other.
Yeah, true.
Love it. Everyone, watch out for Call Out Pod.
Love that.
Coming
for us.
soon to a cinema near you.
Definitely.
Also,
Keep
okay,
your
so
eyes
they're like,
peeled.
keep your eyes peeled. The shittiest thing that I've been thinking over the past week or two is like, I feel I just want to go to the movies and like, it's such a like people are literally dying. People are dying, Kim.
A gun.
And I'm like,
I heard that audio on TikTok the other day. I don't know why. I can't remember what the video it was that it was associated with, and I was like, dang. Can't believe someone else has actually watched season 1 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
right? How iconic.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Honestly,
You
I'll
wanna go
post
to the
that.
movies and
Can
kill
I get you
people?
anything? A gun clip to. I'll post that on my Insta because it's iconic.
Good.
Yeah, I just really miss the movies, and I'm like, I want to go see the new Suicide Squad because I feel like I'll probably hate it, even though I want to like it, and like,
Yeah.
I just feel shitty because I'm like, Sydney's
I
literally been in a
also-
lockdown for like a month and a half.
That's not our problem. That's their problem. Have you
It's
seen the videos of them all like congregating on the beach and shit? And the police helicopters have to come and like tell, like, that's, you're idiots. Stay at
Literally
home.
idiots. What if they, you know what they say when you're dancing at a Catholic school? You should leave space for Jesus, leave room for Jesus when you're dancing with a partner
Bible
of the opposite
with
sex.
the part. Yeah.
Yeah, Bible with the part. We need that, but for like the anti-vaxxers.
It's
Like
true.
stay one vaccine needle away from each other at all times. Maybe that'll keep them apart, you know?
Iconic. I mean, you're probably correct, of course,
As usual. It's fine.
as usual.
Did you say something before that? I feel like I interrupt you all the time as usual.
I don't know. I just probably that I want to go to the movies as well. That'd be
Fair.
nice. Could really
Tea.
go for the South Bank movies. Do you know, I was going through my bag the other day,
Oh, no.
emptying things out, and I came across the voucher that we got for a free movie ticket after we almost died. And firstly, it's expired, so that's unfortunate. And secondly, I was like, dang, I don't think we've actually been back to the South Bank cinemas since then.
I haven't on purpose. I literally gave my spare ticket to Meredith.
Did
I'm
she
so
go? 'Cause
scared.
she was there with us.
She went, yeah.
And
She's gone back multiple times.
Iconic. I've just gone to Indooroopilly. I really should go to South Bank because they have the best hot food and
They do.
cheap tickets.
They do.
Wow. I
And
just
they're
have
also
to
not
process
part
the
of event
trauma
cinemas
first.
that charge like $25 a ticket for an adult. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's really true. Ew.
Stupid.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Corporations
Wow,
and capitalism, but also give me money, please.
anyway. Mood.
Yeah, have we ever told that story about how we nearly died on the pod? I think we have. but like,
I don't know.
I feel like we need to give context.
I definitely have spoken about it on YouTube before, but I don't know if have we
Oh,
had
maybe
we
not.
started the pod by then?
I'm not sure. Our 1 year anniversary is almost here.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
can't remember
cute.
exactly when. I can look at it now. Let's do that. Yeah, no, but
Okay.
let's quickly recap the story of when we nearly died for a movie that wasn't even worth it.
No, it wasn't, and I've never seen the end of that movie either, even though it's
Me
now on
neither. It's
Disney
literally
Plus.
on Disney Plus. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm too traumatized. I feel like I'd get to halfway through and be like, no, this is triggering.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like I'm
this is
using
where
that
I'm
term
at.
very lightly, but yeah. Yeah, okay, so while Nick looks for our anniversary, I'll briefly tell the story, which is that I'll just tell a short version, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we went to the movies with our friend Meredith.
Shout out.
Death. Yeah, and we went and saw New Mutants. And about like halfway, 3/4 of the way through the movie.
Well, actually,
This-
pause.
Yeah.
This was after like 8 months of lockdown and no movies. The theaters had just opened back up. We were finally feeling comfortable enough
It's
in
true.
Australia
They'd,
to
like,
go.
Literally just opened back up. Yeah.
And this was like the only new movie. So we were like, let's go see this. Let's do
It's
it.
true.
Anyway, sorry for the interruption.
It's really
Continue.
true. And it was also really quite late at night, wasn't it? It was like I think it was a Thursday night. So it was a
think it was
weeknight, but it was quite late. Like
7
maybe
or
by the
7:30 or
time.
something.
Yeah, but I feel
Start
like
session.
do you think so? Maybe it was about 8:30 or 9 when it kind of
Well,
happened.
by the time yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. Well, that's just for context for late night antics. Anyway, about 3/4 of the way through, this lady, like, started hitting some random guy that was sitting in front of her who was not, like, they didn't know each other or anything. She was, like, hitting him in the back of the head. It was really wild. She was screaming at him, and we were like, what the fuck's going on here?
What
We
the fuck
didn't
is
know.
happening?
Yeah, we have no idea what he did to draw her ire. Anyway,
We
he
do.
kind of. Well, do we though?
Yeah, she dropped her popcorn and everyone turned around and she just chose him to bully.
It's true, she did. She really did. Anyway, and he just kind of got up and left the cinema, which is like peak anti-confrontation.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then she and all of her like friends kind of left the cinema as well. She was like swearing, and by the way, she was very clearly like
On
either
something.
intoxicated or drugged to some level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, she left the cinema, but then maybe like 5 minutes later, she like came back into the cinema screaming about how she was going to kill everybody in there, and it was really, really wild. So we all just kind of, Nick and
She
me
literally,
and
yeah.
Meredith were like, oh, this feels dangerous. Let's get out of here. So we
Peace.
left, and then we made the concierge lady call the police.
Well, we didn't
So-
even. We were like, you can do whatever you want, but we cannot
That's
be
true.
in there. It's not
That's really
safe.
true. No, that's accurate. And then she sent someone up, and then
It got worse.
it got so much worse. And so she, called the police, and then they came, and we had to give statements and everything. Do you
So,
remember
yeah.
actually that they just were like, do you remember he had like an iPad and he
Yeah.
was like, okay, what's your names? And then we told him, and then he knew everything about us.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Don't you need more like identifying information
Yeah.
before you can know my whole life story?
But he was
The
like, no,
answer's no.
yeah, what, is this you? Is this your license? Is this your date of birth? Is
Yeah.
this your home address? Is this where you work? Is this the one time you got a speeding ticket? Is this the one time you got a parking ticket? It
Literally.
was wild.
It was wild. Anyway, so yeah, that's
But-
that.
Just to like add some weight to
Yeah.
the thing. When she came
Yeah.
back in, threatened to kill all of us in the theater, she had her hand in her bag saying she's gonna pull out a knife.
That's true.
So
That's
we're all looking
true.
at each other. Maisie Williams is on screen, like making out with a chick. We didn't know what to do.
It's
But
really
we were
true.
like-
And yeah,
Oh, I was just gonna say, when we were like whispering to each other, we're like, if we get up and leave, is she gonna attack us for leaving?
yeah.
What do we do? And then she went back up to the top of the theater. I don't know why, so she could get better acoustics for her screaming. But we were like in the middle, so we like quickly scuttled out while she wasn't looking.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And particularly, I think, because she'd, like, left the cinema and then come back in, it's a bit like, oh, my God, where's she gone? What's she gone to do? What has she got now?
Yeah.
Also, I do remember I'd had my phone on my lap while we were watching the movie, and in my haste, remember it fell off, and I left my phone in the cinema, and then we went to leave, and I was like, wait. This was after the police were already there and she'd been taken out. And I was like, guys, I think I left my phone in there. So
no, you realised when she was still in there, when it was all still happening.
Oh, did I? Wow.
Yeah.
Drama.
And I was like, Meredith was like, that's okay, we can just wait and get it later. And I was like, no, you got to get a new phone. We're leaving. We got to get out of here.
It's gone now.
It's gone. Sorry, rip to that phone, but I'm different. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, truly.
But
I did go in later to after I went and got my phone. And as I like walked in, because it's one of those cinemas where the door's kind of at the front, so you literally walk in and fucking everybody can see you. Anyway, and I was like, anyway, guys, that was a bit wild, wasn't it? And nobody said anything. No one laughed. I was like, okay, bye.
You were like, I thought this was a bonding experience, and none of you guys are like meeting my wavelength.
Truly, we really are just 20 strangers all together in a room.
Literally. And like, they all just finished watching the movie.
Yeah, they all, like, what the hell?
We were like, this took like a full half an hour.
It did.
From beginning to end of her screaming. Like, we were down in the lobby. This was a cinema on the other side of the thingy. And we could hear her screaming from inside with doors shut and everything in a soundproof room.
Yeah. It's really,
she had to be dragged out by police. Like, it was,
I genuinely don't know why all those people stayed. Wow.
I know. And the movie was like not good. It wasn't worth staying after all that.
No, it wasn't worth dying.
Literally. Can you imagine?
What, dying in New Mutants?
Yeah, like the newspaper headline, teens die watching New Mutants. It's like...
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh,
Oof.
God.
That was wild.
That was wild. What other near-death experiences have you had, Nick? Have you had any?
Have I had? Yes, I have.
Tell me. Share them all.
I remember when I was 7, we went, humble brag, we went skiing in Australia. And basically, from when I was 6, I think we went skiing in Australia pretty much almost every year. Yeah. And so 6 was my first year. I learned how to ski. It was fine. It was chill. I was like cautious. The second year where we went skiing, I was like all brave. And I was like, I'm going to be a speed demon. I'm going to be racing down hills and doing all my shit and doing all that shit. Like reckless. And
classic.
This one particular ski field, we were with like friends and stuff, family friends and all that. And this one particular ski field, I was like, let's do black runs. I'm comfortable doing black runs. We can do it, which I could. I was like 7, and probably shouldn't have been, but I could. But then this one particular black run had a very steep, like steeper than the rest bit, and I was kind of too scared to like actually try and get down it. But the thing is, this really steep bit just, I don't know how to explain it. It like went down, and then the landing bit was like a road that you then had to go down and then turn left and keep going. But the bottom of it was just a cliff.
Right.
Like with like a police tape line.
Right. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So like, yeah, literally the cliff, and then the bottom of the cliff, the landing is just a cliff. Wait, no, that would make sense. The slope, and then the cliff at the end. So basically, I was like, I'm too scared to do that. I'll just go down on my bum, go slowly on my bum, and slide down scoochie.
Yeah.
But then I didn't realize that I had to put my bum on the actual snow. So I was just crouched really low on my skis.
No, you didn't take your skis off? You're an idiot.
Poles up with a really low center of gravity because I was crouched and I was tiny and little. And I just went like insane speed, all the way like crazy speed.
Oh my God.
And literally one of our family friends had to dive and catch me right as I was about to fly off the cliff at full like 100 kilometers an hour speed. And my dad was literally like, Nicholas, never again. I literally thought I was going to lose a child. And I was like, well, I had fun. Like I was I was having the time of my life going down, but then obviously nearly died, and then my parents nearly lost a kid. So that was not fun, but
That's
I
pretty
didn't
crazy,
care.
in fact.
So I nearly died then for sure.
Mm.
I'm sure there's another time, but anyway, have you ever had any near-death experiences? Nothing that's jumping out.
Nothing that's jumping out. I got pretty sick as a kid. I had whooping cough, and my doctor
Ooh.
misdiagnosed it as asthma and gave me an inhaler for whooping cough. So that was pretty
Oh my
bad. I ended up
God.
in ER one night. But it was pretty scary because there was definitely one particular moment where I can remember like not being able to breathe. But like it wasn't probably near death. Mackenzie almost drowned though as a kid. I feel like I've told you that
you've
story
said that before. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was on last year's Halloween episode you said that.
Probably, right. Oh, which most of it got deleted though, remember?
Oh, yeah.
That was the
yes,
episode
tragic.
that was tragic. Yeah.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday.
Truthy. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's really kind of all I can think of.
Wig.
Yeah.
I just thought of the other one.
Yeah.
Because you said when I was a kid I was sick. And it's also when I was a kid. Maybe I was just like a reckless child. Anyway, I had to go to the dentist, and I think they must have had to put a filling or something in. I think I would have been around 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So they had to put a filling in, and the dentist put me on laughing, like on
Yeah.
gas. What's it called?
Yeah.
Like laughing gas.
Yeah.
And they're like, this will make you feel okay. It won't hurt. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. And then I fell asleep.
Classic.
And on laughing gas, if you fall asleep on laughing gas, like majority of people don't wake up.
Wild, really?
Like it literally makes you go brain dead and you die.
Oh my God. Oof.
So she was freaking out. The doctor, like the dentist was freaking out. She was freaking out. My parents were freaking out. They got me to wake back up. I assume there was no brain damage. Who really knows?
Maybe this is the root of all your problems.
Maybe it is. But she was terrified. She was like, the dentist was terrified, and she was so scared of being sued that she like came to our house multiple times to check up on me.
Oh.
My parents were very stressed, but
Yeah.
I remember having a great time.
I'm sure you do. Wow, that's whack.
Yeah.
No, I don't have
Love
anything
nearly
like
died.
that. I'm sure if I asked Mum, she'd be like, yeah, here are the top 5
like, here's
times
the
you
list.
almost died. Yeah, actually, no, I'll text her now and maybe she'll reply by the end of the episode.
Amazing. In that case, we'll do a bit of a pop culture catch up. Cute, fun, fresh.
Yeah.
I think it's almost been half an hour already. Can you believe?
Yes.
Did you see the drama that went down between Jessie J and Nicki Minaj?
No. What kind
They
of
had like
drama?
a brief public feud over the weekend.
Iconic.
And
Love
it
a
was all
public
in
feud.
relation to the 2014 hit song with Ariana Grande, Bang Bang.
I was going to say, I feel like the only time I've ever I only remember them like working together is for that. So, yeah.
Basically, I don't even know how it got reignited, but basically Nicki made like an Instagram story or something, and she was like, hey, Jessie J, stop telling people that I didn't even ask, that you guys didn't even ask for me to be on Bang Bang, that I heard it and loved it so much that I asked to be a part of it. She's like, that's not
Right.
true. I am always the one getting the project brought to them. I'm never the one asking to jump on a project. Can you believe? Like, imagine the embarrassment. And Jessie J was like, well, I'm pretty sure it's true. Like, someone said that you were in the studio and you heard it, and then you were like, I have to be on this. Get me on this. So they were fighting back and forth about whether or not Nicki was invited to be a part of it or whether or not she asked to be a part of it. And for some reason, it blew out of proportion. And
I
then
mean, who
Jessie
even
J,
cares? Yeah.
right? Jessie J conceded, and she was like, well, I mean, I guess I just heard wrong. Maybe it was just a miscommunication. I heard wrong. And you didn't ask to be a part of it. We asked you to be a part of it. And I don't think
so
it was
weird.
ever really settled. They just kind of like agreed to like let it go. But like, imagine getting so like beefed up about a song from 2014 and whether or not you were asked to be a part of it.
It's really true. Like, what is it? How is it harming her reputation?
Right? Like, surely sometime in her career she's asked to jump on the
Yeah.
track.
Surely.
Right?
I agree.
I don't know. But anyway, it made me giggle because they were like fighting over this really stupid shit about a song from 2014.
That seems a bit weird. Why did Nicki even bring it up? Like, what was the deal there?
Literally, I have no idea how it got
She
reignited.
just-
Like, yeah.
The thousandth person since 2014 asked her and she just snapped.
Yeah, I just
Apparently.
snapped. Honestly, can relate. Sometimes you just snap.
Wow.
Okay. Well, actually, oh my god. I was gonna say, can we start reviewing our shows and stuff that we've watched over the past few weeks? But then I have more similar news things to talk about anyway, so we'll do them first. Sorry,
Okay.
thinking out loud.
All right. That's fine.
Can we talk about Faggate?
Oh, is this the baby?
No!
Oh.
We talked
Okay.
about the baby being homophobic last week. That was so last
Oh,
week.
did
This
we?
week,
Wow.
it was Matt Damon.
Oh, wait. Okay. The only thing I've seen of this is a headline, which was a quote from Matt Damon, which was, "I would never call anyone a fag. I love the LGBTQ community," or something like that. I don't know anything else outside of it.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Is
Basically,
it?
literally no one asked. He literally volunteered this information.
What?
He was like, yeah, a couple months ago we were at the dinner table and I made a joke or something that included the word fag. And my daughter got really upset and she said, "Dad, it's 2021, you can't be saying stuff like that." And she went away and she came back and she'd written out like a statement piece, like a document about
Iconic.
why it's wrong in 2021 to be
love
saying this. And he was like, "And I
baby
learned
Matt
and I grew
Damon.
from that experience."
Right.
And everyone was like, "I'm sorry, you only learned that it was bad to say fag in 2021? I'm sorry, what? What, Matt Damon?" Literally no one asked. Literally no interviewer asked the question.
He just said it.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like, why would you See, I can kind of see what he's doing. I bet what he's trying to do is to be like, so sometimes people don't know, but it's not because they're actually genuinely hateful or hurtful. It's just because they're just ignorant. And so once they're enlightened, they do the right thing. Whereas what everyone's taken from it, which they should, is, how did you not know this before?
I know. If I was Matt Damon, I literally would have just said a few years ago instead of a few months ago. Anyway, it's so funny. He had to put out a statement and shit. And he was like, "Look, I'm going to be really real. I was exaggerating when I said that the other day. Really, I don't use the word fag in my everyday life anyway. I don't use it as an insult or whatever. This was just an example. It was a topic of conversation we brought up at the dinner table about words that have different meanings now." And I was like, well, that's damage control.
It's
If
true.
I ever done
Also,
seen
it doesn't have a different meaning now. It was always offensive.
I mean, so yeah, Matt Damon, pro tip, unless you get asked like a question that's really baiting, don't like, what? And also, he's
really
like been
true.
in the industry for so many years. Even if he was baited to ask a question like that, it's like,
It's true. It definitely does seem weird. He just had, I don't know, weird.
Anyway, more than anything, it
mean,
was just really funny.
I appreciate his growth as a person.
Yes. Yes. Very much so.
And
Although, by the way, oh no, you go.
I was just gonna say it's good that he learnt. Yeah.
Sure, yes, I agree. But speaking of DaBaby, you mentioned before,
Yeah.
he's now backtracking on his apology that he made to the queer community, to the LGBT community. Now he's deleted the apology off his Instagram and he's like backtracking.
I didn't know he even made an apology.
Oh yeah, he made an apology on his Instagram, like a post, and he's now
Iconic.
deleted it. So I guess he's gone back to hating the fags.
How quickly the turntables.
Yeah, and then basically, so DaBaby's releasing a new song, and Matt Damon was like, "Wait a sec, can I just jump on that?"
Oh man.
I kid. Sorry, Matt Damon.
It's true. We still like you for
We
now.
still like you, generally.
I will say though, I remember not to be like
Oh God,
controversial
starts with
and
not to be
introduce-
like.
critical race theory right now. But
Okay.
I remember a few years ago, this is going to seem unrelated at first, but I'm going to bring it back. I remember a few years ago when I think it was the allegations against Johnny Depp first came out. I think it was him. And I remember very vividly seeing this one post that was like, if everyone doesn't cancel Johnny Depp like they cancelled Chris Brown, fuck, is that his name? Then we'll all know why. Obviously, like inferring it's because of his race.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I don't know, people have been, don't get me wrong, Mr. Baby did the complete wrong thing. I do not support him in any way, but I find it interesting how quickly people have been able to be like, yes, he's old news, he's done. You know, whereas if it was somebody else, I feel like there'd be a bit more defense of him. And maybe, again, that's just my seeing one side of the internet, which is the good side.
Yeah. I mean, I would say to that he hasn't, like, really been cancelled. People still...
Do you think so? Because he lost all of his... Yeah, I guess.
He lost some sponsorships and got dropped from some music festivals. He's still got millions, literally millions of fans.
Yeah, I guess
He's
that's
got
true,
Miley
as I
Cyrus
said.
out here supporting him.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. She's made that Instagram post or something where she was like, hey, we can talk about this further and I can tell you why you're wrong or something.
Yeah. Or something like that, but it was very one-sided. I don't think he ever responded.
Oh, I highly doubt it.
And another point is that Chris Brown wasn't ever really cancelled. He's continued to have fans, continued to make music, continued to
Does he
collaborate
still
with...
actually make music? Really? Wow.
He's still collaborating with insanely big stars. Literally, he was never really cancelled, and frankly, hate that. He
I
was
feel like
literally
he was
just
pretty
on a track
vilified,
with...
though.
Yeah, for like a couple years, and now he's fine. And everyone's
I
just
guess that's
forgotten
true.
and forgave. And it's like, no, we can't just forget and forgive that.
Accurate.
He was just on a
Accurate.
track with her, who like just won an Oscar. Like,
Oh, wow.
he's always on tracks with all the other big ones
Back.
in rap anyway, but hate it. Cute, fun, fresh. People are saying they're gonna boycott Aquaman 2 if they don't fire Amber Heard, but she's like already filming as a major part in it. Speaking of Johnny
Wild.
Depp, I should say. Yeah. Crazy shit.
It's really true. Definitely.
Definitely. I agree. The Olympics are over. That's nice and fun. Do you have anything to say about that?
Only that I'm surprised that they're over already. I don't know. It's been like both the longest and shortest 2 weeks ever.
Is the
like-
Olympics only on for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think so.
Wig. It always feels like so much longer.
Yeah, it does. It really does. You're 100% correct.
As usual.
As usual, I feel like all I've been hearing about is the Olympics for my whole life. That's how long it felt like it's gone on for. But it was only 2 weeks. I also was, on the other hand, surprised that they were actually finished. I was like, oh, they're over already.
This is kind
Not
of
that
fair,
I've
but
watched anything. It's just all the memes are very funny.
I was going to say, I literally didn't watch a single thing, but I agree. I've been keeping up with it on Insta and stuff.
TikTok.
Twitter and TikTok, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, mostly people are just talking about the climbing and how glad they were that maybe, again, that's just because of the algorithm has decided I like climbing. But yeah, it was just like the
The lady
video in
climbing?
particular of, yeah, and she falls at the last second.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's two ladies climbing and one of them is really fucking fast and she goes up. She's like 3 or 4 seconds faster than the other lady, but then as
Jesus.
she goes to hit the the buzzer, she falls all the way down, and the other lady, wins. I was like, oh, that is brutal.
That's so sad. Rip to that lady.
Yeah, it's really true.
Although I do hate to tell you, I'm sorry to break the news to you, but that means you're a lesbian.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
You're not even questioning it. Literally, the only thing I saw about the female climbers on a TikTok was lesbians thirsting over them, and that the TikTok algorithm was giving them. See, I can't believe it's not lesbian. Speaking of butter, imagine if they got to the top and had to like slam a stick of butter into the thing.
That would be very greasy and potentially messy, but also potentially funny. Hot. That too.
Love
hot
that.
and funny.
Hot and funny. Can I text you a photo?
Yeah, please do.
So we're now moving on to the topic of Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother Australia.
Okay.
Because they announced the celebrities on it. And I have many negative thoughts on this, but
okay,
I have this fun idea. And I'll put it up on the screen as well, and I'll probably post it on our Instagram stories or something so that people can see. But I'll give you, I'll literally transfer you $3. $3 for every celebrity that you can name.
Okay.
That I've blanked out. The only one I didn't blank out was Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is right. Okay, I know what we're talking about now.
So if you can name any of these quote-unquote celebrities that are going to appear on Celebrity Big Brother Australia, sorry.
Okay.
I'll transfer you $3 for everyone you get right. And starting from the top left, make your way through. Let's tell me if you can...
is the first one Eric Banner?
No, it's not.
Okay. Caitlyn Jenner. Wait, Olympian and political candidate. Ugh, I don't think that's what she's most famous for. That guy looks like a builder. That guy, former AFL captain. No, I got nothing. Okay, wait. Now I'm going to the lady who's the actress and model with the short blonde hair.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't know who she is.
Nope.
I don't know who the fashion designer is. Reality TV star. No, I don't know who she is. Model and content creator. He's got nice teeth, but no, I don't know who he is. Reality TV fan favorite. What? He's just a fan of reality TV. No, I don't know who he is. NRL superstar. I don't watch NRL. Political aid and author. No. Wait, are all these people Australian?
No. Some of them are. Most of them are.
I still don't know. Famous Big Brother. What? What does that even mean?
So that's a no to any of them.
I don't know who he is either.
So I get to keep all my $3?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me who they are?
I can tell you who they are. I'll send you the unblurred picture now. But basically, okay, I knew... How many of them did I know? I knew 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Oh, okay.
And that includes Caitlyn.
Fair.
Did you get
Bernard
it?
Curry. Yep. I still don't know who that is.
I knew Bernard Curry as an actor.
Oh, yeah. Danny
I
Hayes.
knew Caitlyn Jenner. I knew Danny Hayes because he was just on Big Brother.
Oh, okay.
And I knew Omarosa.
Dane Beams.
Because she was a former Donald Trump aide. And also Bush. She was a big crazy Republican in the 2000s as well, and then like had a resurgence when Trump came to power. Why have they
got so many right-wing people?
I kid you not. I have no idea if Katie, what's-her-face, had been on this. It would have just been Republicans fight each other.
Yeah.
Which if it was Hunger Games, that'd be fine. No, and the rest are like irrelevant people that no one cares about. They're literally from reality shows from other channels. That's why they don't say what reality show they're from. because they
Iconic.
can't.
What's a reality TV fan favorite?
He was on Survivor, and he was a fan favorite on Survivor.
Oh, lol. And what's a famous Big Brother?
Fucking, can you believe this? Meghan
voice
Markle's
of
older
Big Brother.
brother.
That's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Can you fucking believe?
No.
It's so fucking fun. And it's so fucked up on so many levels too.
Funny. That's so funny.
It's so stupid and so funny and so fucked up too.
I genuinely thought it was like the voice of Big Brother or something. I didn't
That
realize
would've
they
been iconic.
actually meant Big Brother, like literally. That's so
Literally.
funny. Wow. 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 Okay. That's so fucking funny.
Ugh,
Wow.
these are all
I think they've run out of celebrities.
literally, I mean, Caitlyn Jenner was only here to film Australia's Got Talent, which was cancelled before it aired.
Oh, was it?
That's the only reason she's on this show, because she was already here.
Wild.
And then they had to fly in Meghan Markle's brother and Omarosa, and it's like, people are mad about that, which we talked about the other week, rightly so.
That's so fucking funny.
But like, these people are lame. No?
These
Like, I'm
people
sure the
are
influencers
so
and reality
lame.
stars are probably going to be entertaining, and I'm probably going to love them. I don't know if I can watch it though, just like, from the Caitlyn Jenner and the Omarosa and the Meghan Markle of it all, I just don't know if I can.
But maybe one of these other people are going to be like left wing, and they're going to confront Caitlyn Jenner and Omarosa. I'd be there for that. I'd be there for them being schooled on their stupid beliefs.
I agree, but you're forgetting that this airs on Channel 7.
That's unfortunate.
Channel 7's notoriously right-wing. To a fault.
That's true. Are they opened
Back
by
to-
Rupert Murdoch?
No, that's Channel 9. I think. I could be wrong on that one. But
I thought it was Channel 9 too, but
no, but like, honestly, the fact that they are giving Thomas Markle Jr. a platform, who him and his father have been
that's
bashing Meghan and Harry in the press
Yeah,
for
that's-
so long.
That's very
I'm like,
unfortunate.
stop rewarding bad behavior.
It's true. They really were scraping the bottom of the barrel this season. They
Right?
were definitely like, who the fuck we gonna get?
Literally,
What
they
we
were
gonna
like,
do?
put out some feelers, see who will do it for like $10.
Or for free.
Literally. And I will.
spent all our money on Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah. I will say, at least, Omarosa, she, with Trump, she helped him get into power and, like, I think ruled with him for, like, 2 years, half of his term.
Ruled with him.
Well, you know, dictators.
Yeah, true.
But she did end up, what's the word? Like, disowning him.
Defecting?
Like, defecting, yeah.
Good.
She's still a hardcore Republican and has horrific views.
Oh, ew.
But at least she distanced herself from Trump, you know.
That's true. Okay, I'm having a look at the Ellie Gonsalves lady because she was very pretty. What's she been
She
in?
is
Oh,
very
she's
pretty.
been in. Oh, she was in Fighting with My Family. I saw that movie. Was she? Really
She was in a
it,
movie.
though? Yeah, she's
Are
been
you
in
sure?
3 movies.
Like she's an actual actor?
Yeah.
Oh, I
she's
was
an
thinking of the
Australian
other
actress.
one. Okay, I
Oh.
follow, yes. Ellie Gonsalves.
Yeah.
I follow.
Where's the filmography? Oh, there it is.
I know it wasn't intentional, but that was such a savage read. Opens up her profile, but where's the filmography? Title of that, where's the filmography?
Okay, there's just 2 things. One is Zebra, which is a short, whatever that is, and one is Fighting with My Family.
Wig, love that for her.
And that's it. Both of them are from 2019. So I'm not really sure that she can be classed as
Mm-hmm.
an actress.
You're so mean.
I'm right.
I'm
what
equally
I am.
mean, but that's okay. And you are right. You should say it.
I love her hair though. She's very pretty.
She's very pretty. So, I don't know. I'll probably watch the first episode or two and then decide
what
whether or not
happens.
it's just right-wing propaganda.
Oh, it probably is.
Probably is.
And do you know what? Because Caitlyn Jenner is in there, and that's like a name that most people will know, unlike everything else. People are definitely going to watch. They'll probably have like the biggest viewing numbers of the first episode that they've had like ever.
I agree. I think the first episode's going to be big numbers, and then it's going to immediately drop off to like the lowest on TV at the moment.
Definitely.
And you know we're going to love that.
We are. Karma.
Speaking of.
Reality TV. Last night, Mum was upstairs. And The Block and The Voice just started last night. And she was so frantic. She was like, oh my God, they're both on at the same time on different channels. What am I going to do? And so she was literally just changing between one and the other. And then they were both on ad breaks at one point. She was like, well, this is fucking stupid. And she changed the channel again and it was on to Australian Survivor. And she was like, wait, what's this? And then was so excited that she was then flicking literally between 3 different reality shows.
Bless.
To make sure she could be up to date on all 3. I was like, Mum, you know, like just watch one live and then you can watch the other ones on an app. She was like, I don't understand what you're saying. I was like, well, watch it on the app. She was like, what's an app? I was like, oh my God. Okay, I can't help you. You just flick between the 3 shows.
She's living her like 2006 fantasy.
Literally. Love your mum, but you so stupid.
Go off. Look, I've never been able to get into The Block, honestly.
That's fair.
I think I watched it back in
Mostly-
like 2006, but not any of the recent ones.
That's fair. Mostly Mum and Dad just really they like house renovating shows in general just for inspiration. But last night, I think the people on there are, well, one set was from Love Island. I think they're brothers and they've been on Love Island. Oh my God, Mum was talking shit. She
love
was
it.
like, ugh, why are they just focusing on their abs? This is so stupid. At one point, like in the introductory interview, one of the brothers was like, oh, you know, we know a bit about renovating. We've been around houses all our life. And we were like, well, that's good. It's a bare fucking
I think
minimum.
most people have.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wig. Yeah, I think
That
the
was-
season's
it's
like
very
fans
funny.
versus favorites or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see the end because we were watching Survivor and
Which-
The Voice.
Rightfully so, Survivor and The Voice are superior by far.
Yeah, it's true.
And I
It's
would
true.
tend to say that Survivor is slightly superior to The Voice, but that's just because The Voice is kind of... I always feel bad with singing competition shows because it feels exploitative.
Yeah, it's really true. Yeah.
It's like, tell us your life story and all your sad trauma and sing for us, and then
Right.
we're going to rate you.
It's true. It's really true. And then you're going to hope that you get to the end, but nothing's going to come of it.
It's true. And also my other gripe with The Voice is that, like, when it first came out, like, 10 years ago, it was like, yes, a different singing competition reality show where they can't see the people, they only see the voice, hear the voice. But that's literally, like, just the first 10th of the show. The rest of the show is
It's
just
really
Australian
true.
American Idol, Australian Idol.
Basically, yeah.
It's confusing.
It's really true. And yeah, no, particularly, yeah. You're right.
I don't know. Like,
That's it.
I'm like American Idol is the OG, and then The Voice is like the, oh, I'm quirky, I'm different, I'm not like other girls. That, you know,
Even though she is.
even though she is. She's the most basic of them all.
Yeah.
You know?
She pretends she's something different, but she's not.
Exactly.
The liar
Wow.
of the group.
Keep
Yeah.
bullying everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, let's just do some watching. I think I had like 1 or 2 other things we could have talked about, but let me just check. I recently found out that there's no snakes in New Zealand, and suddenly I want to move there.
Isn't there? Wow. Is there spiders?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They almost were 2 for 2.
Oh, this is a fun one. Sorry.
Why are there no snakes? That's whack.
Because there were never snakes in the first place. And then as the country grew and evolved, the wildlife was never adjusted to like never grew to have, because they didn't have snakes in the thing. You know, in
Do you mean
Australia, it's
evolve?
like snakes are part of the ecosystem. They eat the animals, and
Right.
and the animals make more animals, and so on. It's the cycle of life. In New Zealand, they don't have the snakes as part of that. So if they introduce snakes
Right.
at any point in the past 100 years, it would have fucked up the ecosystem, and they would have, you know,
Like the cane toads and the rabbits.
exactly. So there's like really, really strict
Interesting.
import stuff on snakes and stuff, even as pets over there.
Wow. Love that for
Yeah.
them.
I do too, and I wish that were me.
God, I
Did
wish
you,
I could do that.
Okay. Did you see the news about Jake Gyllenhaal? Gyllenhaal?
No, but if it's bad news, I don't want to hear it.
No, it's not bad news.
Okay.
It's just kind
Then
of funny.
tell it to me. Okay.
Again, this is another one of the no one asked why are you volunteering this information things. Basically, he said that these, as he, like now, he less and less sees the point in bathing, in washing himself.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'll clean my pits and stuff like that, and my crotch and all that, but otherwise it just damages the skin cleaning every day. And like, there's so much to unpack here.
Is this because Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis said they don't wash their children?
I think
Is that
no,
what
it
this-
was because of Jake Gyllenhaal.
Right.
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis came out and said, yeah, we don't wash that much either. And
Whack.
everyone's like, this is the week that we find out that celebrities are gross. Physically as well, not just, you know, emotionally.
Not just up there.
Yeah.
Weird.
And like, I know he meant it as like, I shower like every second or third day. Otherwise it just dries my skin and gives me bad skin. And I still
Yeah.
keep clean. I know he meant it like that. But everyone's like, filthy. But I'm kind of like, you know? It's Jake
Well, I
Gyllenhaal.
mean-
He can not bathe if he wants to. And I'd still be...
It's true. As long as there's like general, like if he smells bad, then obviously it's a bit of a problem. But if he doesn't smell bad and he's like
Yeah.
keeping clean, like I mean, you do you. I personally like have gone a couple of weeks without showering when I was hiking, and it's actually like I was doing strenuous activity every day. And then I'd like wipe myself down with baby wipes and stuff to get clean. But like at the end of the 10 days, the only thing that I really felt like I was desperate to wash and was unclean was my hair. Like everything else, I was like, I mean, I want to shower, but I don't feel like I'm unhygienic or anything. So, I mean, I wouldn't. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go ever again 2 weeks without showering. But it's not, I feel like it's not like if you don't shower every day, you're unclean type situation.
I hate to tell you, but I think you would have reeked. You
Maybe,
would
I
have
don't
stunk
know.
so bad.
Maybe. No one else did.
Everyone there did.
I couldn't smell it.
You would just, it's like, you know how you cook a crab or whatever in water that starts cold and slowly boils so they don't notice the
Yeah.
difference? It's that.
True.
If you're around the stench
True.
all the time, you're not going to notice the stench.
It's true. But like,
You're stinky, Maddie, you're stinky.
even just like the way that because you know when you get dirty, like your body just feels grubby.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like that. Although maybe, as you say, it was a slow boil situation.
I also think you had bigger issues going on. You were literally climbing Mount Everest.
that's potentially true.
Your body was like, stinky? Grotty? Don't know her.
More
I'm
like
just concentrating on
exhausted.
staying alive.
Yeah, dehydrated.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we really are.
Yeah, look.
Uh,
Sorry, but you're a smelly cat. You're a smelly cat.
yeah, maybe. Anyway, my point is, Mr. Gyllenhaal, you do you.
Mr. Gyllenhaal,
Go
you
for
do
it.
you. Also, it's kind of
Mila
hot.
Kunis, Ashton Kutcher,
Kushton?
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, you got there.
Got there in a second. Yeah. I mean, it's probably a bit weird with your kids. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like.
Well, that's probably true.
could
But, like, don't you kind of agree that with Jake Gyllenhaal, it's kind of like, I'm okay with a bit of manly musk?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, he kind of seems like he seems like the type of person who
The
wouldn't
lumberjacky
shout.
kind.
Yeah, he just gives off such a weird and eccentric vibe that
Sure.
information is just like, yeah, okay, that
I
makes
accept
sense.
this, yeah.
Yeah, it fits
Okay.
with your vibe.
I agree. I guess I agree.
Yeah.
I just finished watching all of the MCU movies.
Oh, have you finished? Wow. Oof.
Yeah, got through them all, and still him in Spider-Man 2 is like the hottest thing in existence.
Accurate. Wow. He's sexy.
It's unfair. Anyway, I think I texted you. I was like, I ended up liking Endgame more than I thought I did.
Yeah, you did.
If you like remove like the last 20 minutes.
Oof, the last 20 minutes suck.
Yeah, but the first 20 minutes are iconic. It's like dark and
Yeah, it's
depressing,
true,
and then they
because
behead Thanos.
Yeah, that was wild.
And then
I
it's 5
feel
years
like-
later. I mean,
It's true.
yeah. Sorry, you
I
go.
feel like your huge issue with it when it first came out was the time travel thing, because you were like, ew, I hate time travel. So you've resolved
Yes.
that now?
I haven't resolved it, but I've reframed it.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's
Basically-
not time travel now?
Well, I originally viewed it as this is a convenient way for us to fix. Because I think it was iconic that they ended at Infinity War with the heroes losing. But they were like, this is
true.
just a convenient way for us to fix it. Introduce time travel, make them time travel, bing, bang, boom, done.
Yeah.
And while I do still think it was that to a degree, I think their intention with it, watching it back with like a clearer head and not like in the moment.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this in cinemas with you both times.
That's crazy.
But looking back and reframing it, I see it as more of a retrospective
Yeah.
of
it was
the
supposed to be
series.
nostalgic. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a celebration of each of the heroes and the movies they've been in. Because like literally, apart from like Nebula, Rocket Raccoon, like, and War Machine, the rest of the core Avengers and Scott, Ant-Man, the rest are literally just all the original Avengers in the original Avenger movie.
Yeah.
Which, like, obviously I knew at the time, but it's like, I don't know, watching all the movies again and seeing it with a clearer head and less.
Yeah.
I came
Yeah.
to accept that it was less about the time travel story and more about the retrospective, and I was into that.
That's fair.
But I still hate the ending and the choices they made with Steve
The
and
ending's
such.
bad.
Ending's
The
bad.
ending is bad.
Yeah. Also, I think it was easier for me to reframe it knowing the multiverse is happening.
So
and
now
Loki
you're
and
like,
stuff. So now I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least they're like leaning into the batshit.
that's funny.
You know?
You're like, in some universe, Steve didn't make that fucked up mistake.
True, but it raises so many more questions now that the multiverse does exist in the TVA. We talked about this the other week, where it's like, shouldn't Steve's multiverse, where he got with Peggy, shouldn't that have been pruned?
Yeah, that's
Erased?
true. That's true.
I don't know. And also the ancient Tilda Swinton from Doctor Strange, when she gave up the Time Stone in Endgame.
Yeah.
It's like, if she's that all-knowing and all-powerful, and same with Doctor Strange, how do they not know about the TVA and all that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I also hate that they killed Gamora just to bring back a different version of Gamora. I hate that.
I don't think we need to talk about that.
It should have just been one or the other.
It's really true. Killing Natasha. Bad.
She didn't even get a fucking funeral or anything. They literally
Funeral.
just said, Bruce was like,
Was
look,
sad.
when I snapped, I tried to bring her back and it didn't work. And that was all she got. End of story.
Yeah.
And like everyone was at Tony's funeral at the end. They should have made it a three-way funeral,
joint?
a menage a trois funeral.
With who? Who's the third person? Gamora?
No, someone else died. It was
No, that
Natasha.
happened after.
Steve, yeah. Oh, no,
Happened-
Steve
that
was at the
happened
funeral.
after. Yeah.
Well, it should have been, I say, because all the Guardians were there, it should have been Gamora, OG Gamora as well. because they didn't really focus on that either.
Nope. Loki, he died.
Oh, that was the other one.
No one cared about that.
It was Loki. Yeah. And they didn't even notice that he stole the fucking Tesseract either. Whatever.
I wonder if the Tesseract got back. Because you remember it was taken by the TVA. I wonder if the TVA took it back to the original timeline. They must have. Because it was used.
Because they fucked up that timeline, yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess Steve didn't go back to that timeline. No, he did. He had to go back there to give the time stone back.
He did. And not only that, but like if the weird, because they used it. Oh no,
they got the Tesseract from
Loki.
his dad, from Stark's dad.
Right.
Because remember Loki stole the Tesseract.
Oh, that's right.
Went back in time again.
Yeah. But the Tesseract that Loki took, oh fuck, I don't fucking care. Whatever.
Was from the alternate 2012.
Yeah, but in the original 2012 Avengers movie, they used the Tesseract at the end and it was taken back to Asgard for Ragnarok. So what happened there? Loki just took it.
That's not how the timelines work, remember?
Yeah, so speaking of, no, I don't understand.
They basically created, it's the same as, in Loki where they said if you change something, it creates a branching timeline.
Yeah.
Literally, they created like 6 different timelines when they went back. But they were allowed to because it was to protect the sacred timeline. So in this timeline, shit just goes off the rails and they have to live life without the Tesseract and all that.
Weird.
So it doesn't affect...
So it was no longer the sacred timeline. It was probably pruned.
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah. I don't know,
Weird.
but that's, yeah, I don't think that they overshot the mark a bit with all the time travel. They got it a bit confused.
Yeah, particularly again with the TVA situation now coming into it. Anyway,
Whatever.
Well...
I'm sure they'll find a way to answer it. Like,
reason 593 why I would never write time travel.
And that's on period.
It's too hard to keep track.
So true. So true, sis. Did you finish watching the Fear Street trilogy?
I did. Did you?
I watched the last one last night because I knew we were recording today.
Good. The third one I think wasn't as good as the others, but was still good. It was really weird. Like I liked that. Yeah.
I kind of liked the last one the most.
Weird. Why?
But I'm very into that vibe of like the colonial era like witchiness and
that's fair.
Unknownness of it all. I don't know.
Mostly I just kind of felt like it was really like gruesome without being scary. Like the other two were kind of scary and I liked that. Whereas this one wasn't necessarily scary. It was just like, ugh.
Yeah, there was literally not a single jump scare in the last one.
Yeah. But it was still good. I really, really liked the like how all of the actors were back in time as different people.
Yeah.
That was so cool. It was so cool. Also, I actually really quite liked the whole plot twist that it wasn't even Sarah Fear.
I did too. I loved it.
That was really good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
I loved that. The plot twist was 10 out of 10. Would bang.
It's true.
That was so good.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. Also, the guy who plays... Sorry, you go.
No.
I was just going to say that the guy who plays Sheriff Good is in Succession.
Oh.
And I find him very attractive. He's also Australian.
Interesting. There you go. He was very sexy as Solomon with the beard situation.
T. Also practicing dark magic. Hot.
Truth. Hot. Very hot. Passing on a generational curse.
Hot.
Loved it.
The goriest bit in that was when Sarah got her hand chopped off, though. That was a lot.
That was a lot. Also, when the pig was eating all the other pigs, that was also a lot.
That's true. I literally stopped and was like, oh.
Yeah, that was oof.
That was
big oof. No, I really liked that series. It was very good. Each
Which
movie
one was your favorite?
Honestly, I think the first one was.
Mm.
I think the first one was. The second one was also. I feel like they probably go in descending order, but That's
Interesting.
actually not to say. I still really liked the third one. Like, I'm not saying it was bad.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I don't know. They were all very different.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably my biggest issue, I think they were probably a little bit too different to feel like it was, like the tone of each one. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it, but they just
Really?
maybe the story that they were telling was so different each time that it was like, how are these things? How do they go together? But like the overarching story that they told was really good. Like I was really vibing with what they were doing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
see what you mean with the first and second one,
Yeah.
in that they could have cut out the quote-unquote present-day 1994 from the second movie, and it could have just been a standalone movie.
It's true.
I agree with you on that. But I feel like tonally they were pretty consistent.
Yeah, they were all pretty camp and like weird. I don't know.
And slasher,
yeah, I'm
like,
not
they didn't like.
Well, see,
it
I
had to
don't
be,
feel like the-
super scary, but because it's slasher.
I don't think the end one was very slasher.
The second half of the movie was.
Was it?
Yeah, all of the slasher people came back to try and kill them.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what I call slashers, when people are slashing.
So yeah, I guess I kind of associate it with like a mystery of who is it, who's doing it. So
Interesting. I mean, it had
which is
that
not
too.
what. Yeah, I guess it kind of did
In
in its own little way.
I think I really liked the last one because it split it into the movie into half like really well. So like each half could be super fast paced kind of thing. Does that make
It
sense?
definitely did. Like even though it had a lot going on. It didn't feel disjointed at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Yeah.
it was very good because there's obviously the back in 1666 situation and then the 1994 and they were very seamlessly put together,
Yeah,
which does not often happen.
I agree. And most importantly, the gays win.
Yes. Did they?
Yeah.
Who was gay? Oh, of course, the main characters.
What?
I don't see sexuality.
Stop it. You're ridiculous. Yeah, no, I loved it. I
Yeah,
mean,
no, it was very
these
good.
movies were like, remembering these movies were meant to get a theatrical release.
Were they?
They were meant to come out 1 month apart in theaters.
Oh, that would have been cool.
That would have been cool. But of course, you know, Netflix with the pandemic and shit. But I just really applaud them for actually committing to 3 films, 2 of which primarily have queer characters at the center of it,
It's true.
and you know,
Very
a
much so.
diverse cast, and I love that, especially in slasher and stuff.
It's true.
It was subversive in a way that most subversive horror movies aren't. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? It just starred people of color and queers. It didn't
It's very true.
have to like.
And like, it didn't make
Yeah.
any point of it either. It was just there, and that was
Yeah.
just the way that it was, which was really cool.
Yeah, and I agree, and I mean that in like you've seen the Final Girls and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like all the ones where they get trapped inside a slasher movie and all that, and it's like
Yep.
meta.
yeah,
They're subversive, but they're subversive because they self-reference. Whereas this just
yes.
was.
It's true.
Exactly
yeah,
like
it
you
just
said.
existed. Yep,
Yeah, which I loved. Everyone go watch Fear Street.
it was very good.
Also, they're not that scary, so it's like perfect for even if you don't like horror. They're not that scary.
Sorry, I'm just texting my PT.
Wow. Okay. Humble brag.
No, I totally agree. They weren't like jump scary. They were gory, but they weren't like jump
Yeah.
scary.
I mean,
mostly.
the goriest was still the first one.
Yeah, at the end. Oof, there was a lot going on there.
Oof, that was a lot. They did a brief flashback to it in the last one too,
Yeah.
and they stopped just before the gore, and I was like, okay, thank you, thank you for that one.
Yeah.
Oh, cyst wig. Did you watch anything else over the past few weeks?
Just Lucifer. I'm a few episodes into season 3.
I hate you so much.
I've definitely been pushing through.
I challenge you to watch a movie or something else this week.
No, because then how am I supposed to finish it?
I don't mean instead of, I mean with. Like, you can watch a movie and still watch all your Lucifer.
Maybe. Everyone's away this week, so
Again.
I will have sole access to the TV. Yeah, I know, fuckers. They just, yesterday morning, they were like, lockdown's ending. I was like, oh, that's cool. And they were like, so we're going away. I was like, oh, okay.
How long are they going
Literally,
for?
until Thursday.
Fair.
I'm getting my vaccine on Thursday. I already told you that.
That's exciting.
I
I didn't realize it was that soon.
Yeah. That's because I'm getting AZ and no one else is doing it. So they were just like, yeah, we'll fucking put you in next week.
Yeah. Yeah. T. You're doing your part and that's what matters.
Exactly.
Love it. I mean, what? Have I been watching much TV? I'm on to season 5 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Classic.
So now
I challenge you to watch something else.
I have been. Pretty much exclusively.
The
other
MCU.
stuff. I finished the MCU.
That's
I
whack.
picked back up on the final season of 30 Rock so I can finally finish that. Because I had my
Nice.
mandatory 6-month break in between actually finishing it and
Classic.
what else? And I watched the I've been waiting for months for the TV show Cruel Summer to come to Australia. And it's finally on Prime Video here, and I've been watching that.
Yeah.
And it's really good. It's really cool.
Nice. Very nice.
It's basically one big story told over 3 consecutive summers.
Yeah.
In 1990s. In the 90s.
Okay. Love that.
So basically, episode 1 is like told on July 1st. June something. 1993, 1994, and 1995. And then the next episode's June 5th or whatever. Like, it slowly goes forward date by date, but it's the exact corresponding dates over the 3 summers each episode.
Cool.
And it tells like a murder mystery, kidnap mystery, like
Love a murder mystery.
fun time. It's really good. The acting of the acting's good. The main character can't really pull it off, I'm not gonna lie. But it's like really fun. And it's
Love
camp
that.
and it's like, again, it's what Riverdale wants to be, but it's not.
Fucking Riverdale.
Yeah. But oh, now I feel bad. I said the main actress can't handle it. But it's not entirely her fault, okay? It's basically like she has to play like a 14-year-old nerd with like braces and like is happy-go-lucky in the first summer, and in the second summer she has transformed into like the super popular bitchy girl.
Nice.
And then the final summer she's emo. Super emo. So it's like she has to balance a lot. Maybe she's probably a good actress, whatever. She's probably a good actor. It's just a lot, okay?
Maybe. I believe you.
I mean, I can kind of I can tell you the general plot without spoiling anything.
No,
'Cause
we've
it's
got to wrap
interesting.
up. I got to go to my PT session soon.
I hate you so much. I'm gonna quickly tell you. Basically, it's a girl is thought to be missing and murdered.
Right. Okay. Sounds like
she's
the
the
episode
popular
of
girl.
Lucifer I just watched.
Fuck off. She's the popular girl, and she's assumed missing and murdered. But she turns up a year later. She was
Weird.
kidnapped and held captive for a year. And in that 1 year, the main character, she had basically taken over this girl's life. And had started dating the missing girl's boyfriend and is best friends with the missing girl's best friends and is now the popular girl. So she comes back from this kidnapping and she's like, bitch, I'm gonna tell the nation that while I was kidnapped, you saw me in the place that I was kidnapped and did nothing about it, so you could take over my life. And it's very fun. And it's like, are these people sociopaths? I don't know. Let's find out. Anyway.
Wait, sorry, what's it called?
Cruel Summer, like this T-Swiss song.
Love that.
It's really good.
Wild.
It's really good.
Interesting. What's it on?
I think you'd be really into it. Prime Video.
Oh.
Stupid. I've also been watching Drag Race All Stars. I've been rewatching all the old seasons of it and watching the current season. I've been watching Gossip Girl. I've been watching Veep.
Oh my God, you have way too much going on. Ugh, you need to whittle it down.
You're really bullying me right now. Really bullying me. I mean, Paramount Plus comes to Australia on Wednesday.
Oh, I did hear that on the radio today.
Which means Evil Season 2 and stuff. Did I email
Is that
by
iCarly?
iCarly reboot? Yeah. And also, like, finally, I think we're going to have most of the major studios covered in that if we want to watch a movie, it's going to be on a streaming service. Like, we're not going to have to pay for, like, every movie. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, except I have to pay for a lot of streaming services.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Oh, man.
But literally. That's all. Literally. I think I watched other stuff, but I did. Have you seen the Planet of the Apes reboot movies? No. I need you to watch them before next week, okay? Thanks.
No.
But I need to talk about them because I loved them when they came out, but I just rewatched all three of them. They're so fucking good. They're like these super intensely emotional, but also action-y and stunning films that are just visually so pleasing. Just watch them. You don't have to watch the first one, but watch the second and third. Watch Dawn and War for the Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
You will be obsessed. They're so fucking good.
Oh, okay.
Promise me.
No.
They're all on Disney Plus.
I promise I'll consider it.
Please.
And try.
Please.
I have a lot of Lucifer to watch.
You can pause. You don't have to watch it all in like a week.
But if I stop watching, then I'll never pick it back up again. I've got to.
Well, then maybe it's not worth watching.
Forward. No, I have to finish watching it so then I can read fic about it, which will be way better.
I hate you so much. Just do me a solid and watch at least Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or something.
Okay, maybe I'll do that tonight.
Good girl. Love you.
I probably won't. So.
Well, then I won't love you. Anyway.
Just text me a reminder on Wednesday.
Okay, I shall.
Okay.
Do you have a what the fuck of the week this week?
Oh,
like,
I did have one 2 seconds
optional.
ago. Fuck, what was it? It was a good one too. Oh, I remember it now. Okay.
Well, my what the fuck of the week this week is
yes.
Like I think I've talked about this on the pod before, but like the opposite body dysmorphia that I kind of have, where I'm like, in my head, like I know that I'm fat. Right. I know that I'm overweight, but I don't feel like it. And that's a problem, I understand. But that's my what the fuck of the week is like, if there is a God out there, why does she do this? Like I feel fine. Like I feel, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. Do you mean like you feel like physically fine, like you can do anything? Or do you mean like you don't feel like you need to lose weight? Which, I mean...
No, like I know I need to lose weight and stuff. And I'm like...
But only like academically?
Objectively, yeah. Like objectively I know I do. But like I feel fine in my body. Does that make sense?
Oh, so like you like feel comfortable with your body?
Yeah.
Love that.
Like I feel like everyone in the media is always telling fat people like, it's okay to love yourself in the body that you're in. And you're like, I already know it. Like, yeah. I don't have a problem with my body like that. Like, I don't know. It feels...
Love that for you.
But then, of course, people make me feel like I'm crazy about that. Anyway, that's my motherfucker.
Why?
Because it's like
a reverse psychology.
Aware, but if you're aware that you need to lose weight and you're aware that you're overweight, then you should also feel guilt about that and shame about that.
No.
But I'm like, both are true.
Both are true. Well, I read a recent I was going to say I read a recent study, but I didn't read the study. I actually read a summary of the study online, which basically said that it's actually more unhealthy for overweight people to lose weight and then put that weight back on than to just stay overweight, because people often do. Like, it's very difficult to maintain a lower body weight. And it's like it's way worse for your heart. And if you,
and your
put the weight
and
back on
shit,
afterwards, then just, sorry.
And the other vital organs. Yeah. And that's my problem, is that every time I lose weight, because I don't feel like I'm uncomfortable in my body, I then put all the weight back on, and it's so unhealthy for me, and it fucks with my mental health. Like, literally at the beginning of the pandemic last year, I lost like almost 15 kilos.
Wow.
And then I put all of that back on by the end of the year. So it's like, that's not healthy.
Same. I feel like I've put on, I think it was probably about 15 kilos as well, actually. Wow. Yeah. I've lost a bit recently, but like I'm 100% the same. I'm like, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Exactly. Well, you're looking fly, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, thanks, baby. So are you.
Wow. I have to check if I've... Anyway. What's your what the fuck of the week?
Okay. All right. Kind of a weird one.
Okay, I'm
but
here
this
for
morning I had... So every 6 months I go for my my breast exam checkup situation. And I had mine this morning, but because of the lockdown, it had to be a telehealth situation.
Oh.
Which, firstly, that's a bit weird because, you know, there's usually like a hands-on approach to it. She did say, she was like, oh, look, just next time you see a GP, can you just get her to do it? Just so we can really say we've completed it. But my MRI was fine, so she feels confident. Anyway, but my real what the fuck is at the end, I was like, anyway, so like, how do I pay for today's session? And she was like, I'm not sure. And my what the fuck is not her, because she's a busy bee. She's got a lot going on. My what the fuck is more like, man, it's just really, things are very fucked up because of COVID, aren't they? Doctors are so overworked. They can't even get paid properly. Like, what? Yeah. That's rough.
Yeah. I felt that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my what the fuck.
I love that. The telehealth appointments are fucking weird. And I can't imagine.
They're so weird.
How extra weird it would be for something that they're meant to be like physically doing something.
Yeah. And usually we have like a big talk and stuff. So today, for example, she was like, do you have any questions? You know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I did have a big question, which was I recently went and saw a gynae oncologist. And he said to me that getting like a hysterectomy, getting my tubes and my ovaries out, specifically with my ovaries, he said not only does it obviously completely reduce my risk of ovarian cancer, but it also can decrease my risk of breast cancer. And I was like, whoa, that's whack. So I was talking to her about that today and whether or not that was kind of like a viable option. So it's like a really deep discussion, like, because I'm only 23, so there's a lot kind of going on. And it was really uncomfortable to have over the phone, because usually we're in person and we're discussing things, and she's like, you know, we're looking at each other, she's showing me things, and it's like a nice chat. Whereas over the phone, it's a bit like, I don't feel like this is a deep and meaningful discussion. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Oh, well. It is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the general what the fuck.
It's a good what the fuck. How do we pay people?
How do we pay people in the times of COVID?
Exactly. Stunning. What are your socials?
Lady Alice 101 on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You can also find me at Harness Creation on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm not going to lie, those pop off.
This is true. Yeah. This is accurate.
Yep. Nicholas, what's the pod?
If you want to follow the pod, you can at WTFIH Podcast on Instagram, Twitter. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, it is WTF is Happening, the podcast. All the links are down below as usual.
Love that.
Also, before I forget, go
Yeah.
on Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars, leave us a written review.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I beg you.
Tell us how much you love us and how
Exactly.
amazing we are.
We need validation, guys.
We do.
If you want to follow
flames.
me on Twitter or TikTok, it's nic_sushi. I usually link any of the videos and stuff we talk about in the description too. So if you want to
Yeah.
see Lady Gaga talk about 100 people in a room, go for
Or
it.
Kim Kardashian say she wants a gun.
Exactly, go for it. Stunning. Okay,
Perfect.
Maddie, are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Thanks
Thank you
for
very
listening.
much for listening to
to
What the Fuck is Happening, the podcast.
So smooth.
This is really hard to do over Zoom.
It's so hard to do over Zoom. We'll probably be back in person next week, okay?
Cute. Okay.
Stunning. Bye.
Bye.